Welcome back to the MLS Review Show. Coming up, Real Salt Lake returned to Rio Tinto Stadium for the first time since their devastating loss in the CONCACAF Champions League final. But first, the surprising Union were in Portland on Friday to take on the Timbers. The Union were coming off a 1-0 win at home against the Earthquakes, thanks to a Sebastian Letou penalty in the 75th minute. The victory gave them 13 points through 6 matches, and the clean sheet kept them at only 2 goals conceded, tied for the fewest in MLS. But a one-match suspension to left-back Jordan Harvey and an illness to Danny Califf created a hole in one of the league's best defenses. Though a Tuesday night loss in U.S. Open Cup play momentarily tempered some excitement from the Timbers Army, Coach John Spencer's side was rolling after a Week 7 win over perennial powerhouse Real Salt Lake. Kenny Cooper's goal in the 21st minute was all Portland needed to earn their 3rd win in 4 games. With most regulars rested after getting the day off on Tuesday, the Timbers looked forward to their first ever meeting with the squad from Philadelphia. Spencer called on the same lineup from last week's win for the matchup on Friday night. J.P. Delacamera and Kyle Martino were on hand to call the game from Geldwen Field.
Soccer Night in America from Portland. And whistle blows are underway. Cleared by the Timbers up for Perlaza. Oh, that's a dangerous play. A high boot there, yellow card.
Takes a bad first touch, it gets away from him, and definitely catches Gabe Farfan right across the face.
Michael Farfan over the top towards Mwanga. Mwanga cuts around, beats his man Danso. Mwanga looks for Ruiz, then the 2. Shrewsbury puts it up there. Headed up and over.
Not sure who the mark was again. Miscommunication in the box.
Hassan picks it up. And they're in a tight space. Taken away. Quick shot. And there's Perkins stopping Ruiz. Perlaza. The shot. Caught by Mondragon when it left Perlaza's foot. It looked like it was going upstairs, upper corner. Shrewsbury. Got inside. And Portland has scored.
This is normally a very difficult ball on a set piece to deal with offensively. It's hard with this angle, the ball coming in like this. Great serve on it, but look at him reach back and snap that header near post.
Shrewsbury towards the center. It's deflected and then shot over. Overthrown from Wallace. Bumped out. That'll do it. Portland gets another home win. The goal scorer, number 98, known as Footy. 1-0. Portland wins.
On Saturday afternoon in Sandy, Utah, Real Salt Lake hosted Chivas USA. It was a homecoming of sorts for Chivas head coach Robin Fraser, who spent 4 seasons as an assistant coach with the Utah club. Over just a few days in Week 7, Real Salt Lake experienced the end of their 37-game home unbeaten streak and their first league loss of the season. Head coach Jason Kreis, who even practiced with his side during the week, encouraged them to put the disappointment behind them with Chivas in town. Though the Los Angeles-based club entered the week in 7th place in the Western Conference standings, they had won 2 straight matches. Chivas was the only Western Conference side unbeaten in away matches on the season and were unfazed by the trip to Rio Tinto Stadium. The Goats conceded only 2 goals in the month of April and were looking forward to facing a Real Salt Lake side, which had been shut out in its 2 previous matches. Could Chivas extend their 5-game unbeaten streak with a surprise result in Utah? Bill Riley and Brian Kamler were behind the mic at Rio Tinto Stadium.
Here comes Sabarillo giving chase. Sabo behind the deep end. Sabo pulled down. Are we going to have a penalty card?
Should be red.
Are we going to have a red given? No, it's going to be a yellow. And RSL incredulous at this point in time. We're looking at it up here. Boyens hooks him just outside the 18, and that was going to be a 1v1 with the keeper. Sabarillo taken down. It is. It's a second. It's a second on Boyens. He's done. He's out. And this will tell us what we need to see right in front of the referee. Oh, yeah. He dropped his shoulder into it. Javier kicks it back to his right foot. Top of the box, Javi. Javi tripped and taken down from behind. Ackerman is beside himself.
It's from
Javier Morales is in serious pain right now. Now Beckerman giving it to Simon Elliott. It's going to be a red card. The red card's been pulled by the referee. Comes over, whispers something to Javi as the paramedics will walk him up the near sideline. Here's Russell right side, chipping it into the box, looking for Sabo, headed into the arms of Dan Kennedy. Didn't probably get as much as he wanted on that ball, but enough. And if Kennedy doesn't guess right, it might have gone in. Wingert 30 yards out, tries a one-timer. Oh, Wingert!
He took his time, made sure he had his head down on the ball.
Left-footed ball in, backside. Oh, Saborio fired it wide. He couldn't get it on frame.
Alvarez right there.
Arturo wide for Will Johnson into the box. Johnson a shot and a big save by Kennedy.
And Will Johnson did exactly what you want somebody to do in that position. You throw the ball towards the far post.
RSL very compact right now. Wide now to corner. Left side drives in the box. Loose in front. A shot and a goal. It's a goal by Will Johnson. It's a goal by Will Johnson. And RSL has broken through in the 87th minute.
Kyle Warner just throws that ball across, and I think that was Nat Borchers that made the run through the near post, deflected that ball onto the far post with the outside of his right foot, and Will Johnson just kept making his run.
So here comes Alvarez with a breakout the other way. Arturo 2v2. Sabo behind the D. Sabo in. Sabo around the keeper. Sabo shoots and misses. Last check of the watch by Paul Ward. Whistle in the mouth. And it blows a full 90 here this afternoon at Rio Tinto Stadium. 90 minutes of soccer have been completed here in Real Salt Lake. A bit of a bittersweet win here this afternoon. They win it 1-0.
He's the best player on our team, and he's one of the best in the league. So it's not only bad for us, it's bad for the league that he's not going to be playing. And yeah, heart goes out to him.
He's done so much for this team. He's been the heart and soul for 3 or 4 years. He's been the best player in this league, and you know, just gonna miss having him at training every day and getting to watch him do things that most people can only ever dream about doing.
From what I saw, I didn't think it was the most flagrant fouls. It was from behind, which we're trying to stamp that out of our game. It's in the attacking third, and Javi's clearly getting ready to shoot. So I understand the urgency of the situation from the defender trying to make a play, but I really don't think it was that egregious.
We're not playing our best soccer right now. We're kind of, we were really high, playing really good soccer, and now we're kind of, we're struggling a bit, and but we're able to get a win when we're struggling. That's a good sign, I guess.
Well, I mean, if I'm really, really critical and really, really frank, I don't think that our first group has played that well for a long time. The LA Galaxy game home is probably the last match I can remember where I would say that was a really, really nice performance.
We'll head to Toronto after the break to see if Dominic Kinnear's side could rebound from their midweek loss against a Toronto FC squad, looking to build off of a successful series in the Neutralite Canadian Championship.